Hello friends and my dear students. Today I am Dr. Rajni Govt, Senior Assistant Professor in Jagannath Institute of Education, GEMTech, going to deliver a lecture on a topic which I have chosen from Unit 4, Gender Issues in Curriculum. The topic is Empowerment of Women, Strategies and Issues. In the previous lecture, I had discussed about the issues faced by the women's, or the crimes and the problem faced by the women's, which create hindrance in the path of empowerment. Now today, I am going to discuss the various strategies which are to be followed, initiatives taken by the government to empower the women's and to pave the path for the women empowerment. So, what is empowerment? That we had discussed in the last lecture. For just brush up the previous lecture, I am just showing you this slide that what is empowerment. The next slide is about the women empowerment. Here I have mentioned the meaning of women empowerment. After the meaning of empowerment, now I am telling you about the various strategies for women empowerment. Constitution and legal provisions for women empowerment in India are broadly defined in our constitutions. The constitutional makers and the leaders recognized the equal social position of women with the men. The Constitution of India guarantees equality of sexes and in fact grants special favors to women. Article 15 says that government shall not discriminate against any citizen on the ground of sex, but Article 15 Section 3 enables the state to make affirmative discrimination in favor of women as women needs it more. Next we have Article 16 that says equality of opportunity in matters of public employment and no discrimination on the basis of sex. Next we have Article 42. Under this article, we have the Directive Principles of State Policy to ensure just and humane conditions of work and maternity relief. The Hindu Marriage Act 1955 determined age for marriage as well as monogamy and dissolution of marriage under specific circumstances, because marriage is a social institution and that cannot be dissolute in any circumstances, even though if the circumstances are engraved. One has to follow this act. Next is the Dowry Prohibition Act 1961. Imprisonment if asked for it, or rupees 5,000 fine. This act helps the women to protect from the social evil which is named as dowry. Next is the Maternity Benefit Act 1961. Under this act, if a woman is working in an institution or organization, she needs to get the maternity leave, and those leaves are to be paid. And she should be getting the same job after the maternity leave. Next is Talaq-e-Biddat. It is a law which is to protect Muslim women by the practice of instantaneous and irrevocable triple talaq, and it is the recent development. Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal Act enacted in 2013 to prevent sexual harassment of women at workplace. Next is the Immoral Trafficking Prevention Act. that is also to prevent women's being sale for getting money, and to force them to be in prostitution. So this act helps a lot the women's. The Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act 1971, without the consent of women, and by knowing that the woman fetus is girl, the termination of pregnancy cannot be done by the doctor, even if it is asked by the other members of the family without the consent of women. The Equal Remuneration Act 1976. This act says that equal wages are to be paid to the women and men for the same work, irrespective of their gender. The Prohibition of Child Marriage Act 2006. According to this act, if a girl is below the age of 18, one cannot ask her to get married, or no one can forcefully do the marriage of that girl or a boy. The Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace Act 2013. That act prevents the women at their workplace being sexually harassed by the people. The Preconception and Prenatal Diagnostic Technique Act 1994. According to this act, no one can detect the sex of the child which is in the womb of mother, whether the fetus is girl or a boy. There are various recent government initiatives for women empowerment, and these initiatives are as follows. In 2012, the President of India launched the National Mission for the Empowerment of Women. Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao is the mission which was launched in 2015 for the girl empowerment. Pradhan Mantri Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana to secure the financial security of the girl child. As per the latest official data, more than 1.26 crore Sukanya Samriddhi accounts have been opened. Mudra Yojana for financial empowerment of women, collateral free loans on low rate of interest. Women constitute over 70% of Mudra beneficiaries. Poshan Abhiyan and Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana. This is very important as it is used to tackle malnutrition through multimodal interventions. Under this program, it helps to boost the health of pregnant and lactating women, and also vaccination for children. And the Ujjwala Yojana, which provide free LPG connections to give women healthier and smoke-free lives and to save their time and energy. Apart from these government initiatives and the constitutional and legal provisions for the women, there are some more initiatives and the provisions which I haven't mentioned here yet, because we have to aware you about the women empowerment and strategies and issues, but even you could have find more legal provisions, and you could have found more government initiatives in the books and in the different sources. So this is a guideline which helps you to understand the women empowerment related strategies and issues. Now conclude this topic by saying that empowerment of women has become one of the most important concerns of 21st century, not only at national but also at international level. No one can deny the fact that women in India have made a considerable progress in the last 70 years. Still, they have to struggle against many social evils in the male-dominated society. If we really want to empower the women, it is very essential to provide them education. By educating them, we can empower them. Thank you, friends. Hope this lecture helps you to understand deeply about these strategies and issues related to the empowerment of women. Thank you.